60 seconds.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Let's get going.
Hang on, I'm looking for my clipboard.
Hey, my name's Raul. How many people do we have playing? Playing with all your friends, huh? So, shall we play 7 or 21 questions? Alrighty, that's what I needed to know. Okay, when you know an answer, buzz in. If you don't, don't. But if you buzz, you only got a few seconds to pick one of the choices or you're gonna lose cash, okay? Alright. Looky here. Use one of these buttons to buzz in. Then choose your answer by hitting one of the 4 buttons over here on the right, okay? Okay.
10 seconds.
Take it to black.
9.
Here we go.
8.
Graphics are good to go on our end.
6.
Cue the logo.
5.
Behind the lady
4.
in the blue parka.
3.
Silver Lining Tarot Center, making the great beyond just a little bit greater.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Yeah, this is it. You don't know Jack. Did you get your parents to sign your permission slip? Because, I just can't let you on the bus without it. Okay, just checking. Well, looks like it's just the 2 of us. Okay then, it's our party and no one else is invited. All right, hit me. For your enjoyment, coming out of the mystical closet, and you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Hey, let's imagine that Mrs. Kravitz finally gets the goods on Samantha from Bewitched and turns her into the police. If the authorities decide to deal with Samantha in the same manner as the Salem witch trials, what will happen? Mrs. Kravitz will start gathering kindling, Darren will make her stay in her bottle, Mr. Kravitz will donate the use of his pool, or Larry Tate will advertise her hanging. Stay in her bottle? No, you're confusing Bewitched with I Dream of Jeannie, which was completely different. Okay, Durwood, here's the real answer. By the end of the Salem witchcraft trials, 19 witches were publicly hanged, and 19 noses were chopped off to prevent any last-minute escapes. Okay, pick a category. And I believe this one's called, That's Not What I'd Call 'Em. You give me a right answer, I give you $3,000. Let's see how you handle this one. Who of the following best fits the post-Civil War definition of a scalawag? Newt Gingrich, Rush Limbaugh, Long John Silver, or Fuzzy Zeller? During the Reconstruction, Southern Democrats called any Southern-born Republican a scalawag. I don't know, whenever I want to insult someone, I just call them a newt. Category, please. This category's known as Hudson Hawk was a masterpiece, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. I don't know, I thought that Bruce Willis movie had some potential. Consider this. If the cinematography of the thrilling comic masterpiece Hudson Hawk were influenced by the Hudson River School of Art, which significant scene would be included? Frank Stallone floating on water lilies, nude Andy McDowell surrounded by angels, Bruce Willis telling time with a melted watch, or Danny Aiello sitting on a remote hillside? I don't think so. In case you're wondering, In the early 1800s, the Hudson River School of Art captured the magnificence of this country called America in their beautiful landscape paintings. Danny Aiello sitting on a remote hillside. Woo boy, I'm laughing already. Okay, I need a category.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta have 4, yeah!
May I introduce horny little buggers. This one can net you $1,000. Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. Imagine that a particularly horny ant is looking at a centerfold of some fine insect booty. Based on the 3 parts of an insect's body, what would he not blurt out in his lust?
I'd love a piece of that thorax. Look at that washboard abdomen. She's got a sternum that just won't quit.
Or,
that's a great close-up of her head.
no insects have an abdomen.
How'd you get those abs so hard?
Well, I have an exoskeleton.
Let's take a look at the right answer. A sternum is not part of an insect. That's part of a vertebrate's rib cage. So the ant is excited, but not evolved enough to have a bone. I need a category.
You don't wanna blow it on number 5.
Say hello to Zero, my hero. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Okay, feast your eyes on this and tell me, what number is this? A quark, a gigabyte, a Google, or a bazillion? The number 1 followed by 100 zeros is called a Google. Multiply that by 10 and you have the population of Beijing, China. All right, hit me. Open wide and get ready for Vulgate while the getting's good. How does $2,000 sound? Think fast. Pick the best Latin punchline for this childhood joke. What happens when you throw a clock out the window? Tempus fugit, mea culpa, semper fidelis, or semper ubi sub ubi? When you throw a clock through the window, time flies, or tempus fugit. Those Latin dudes sure knew, too. With a good enough throw, those sundials would just go forever. Okay, pick a category.
7, lucky, lucky 7.
Pucker up for multiple personalities and the ancient world. $3,000 for this one. Hey, remember that multiple personality chick Sybil from that movie with Sally Field? Well, if one of Sybil's multiple personalities had been a Sybil from classical mythology, what might that personality have said? I am a young nymph like Gidget. Just like a nun, I can fly. I can run swifter than Bandit can drive. Or, I predict multiple Oscars for Sally Field. Sally Field a nymph? Gosh, no wonder we really like her. Should have picked this. A Sybil in classical mythology was a female prophet of great wisdom, so she would have known all about Sally Field's future. But nobody would have guessed that ridiculous "you like me, you really like me" speech. That was embarrassing. Category, please.
We'll call it a date if you can answer question 8.
Okay, give it up for a modern English lesson. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Sure, you know the lyrics to every hit song from the 80s, but can you diagram a sentence? Take a look at this line from the 80s hit by Modern English and tell me in which case is the pronoun you being used in this sentence. Possessive case, objective case, nominative case, or hopeless case? The pronoun you is being used in the objective case in this sentence because it is the object of the preposition with. So we can now answer in the affirmative that yes, that song can be even more annoying. Okay, I need a category.
Aloha, question number 9.
Now serving. Oh yeah, baby, my post is appointed. $2,000 for a correct answer. Let's rock. Which of the following is a real post in the British government? The Lord Mayor's Cheese Steward, Minister of Unnecessary Business, High Commissioner for Foxes and Vermin, or Her Majesty's Inspector of Anatomy? Minister of Unnecessary Business? No, but I think we have one of those here. We call it the Vice President. The correct answer is... the overseer of British coroners and medical examiners is called the Inspector of Anatomy.
What is it?
I think it's a zit, Your Majesty.
Off with its head.
I need a category. Yeah, I knew there was something about you I liked. You just chose a three-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a three-way like this one. Go for your buzzer when you see the correct three-way member lit up. If it's the right match, you'll score. But be careful, if you don't make a correct match, you'll lose some cash every time you're wrong. Alright, let's get this party rolling. This lovely three-way goes by the category of aroused by nature. And that means you'll be trying to match some words that make me feel kind of funny to this three-way. Animal, vegetable, or mineral. Looks like this is it. Here's your three-way. And it looks like we're all done, so let's check out the damage. Not the best and not the worst, but let's see how your overall score looks. Okay, we're halfway home. Let's see how round 2 treats you. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. All right, hit me. The selection is Strictly Hysteria. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. If you wanted to perform the tarantella in the way the dance was originally used, what would you need to do? Receive a spider bite, grind an organ while you're dancing, kill someone afterwards, or make sure your partner's a leper? The tarantella started as a hysterical dance that was supposed to overpower the poison of a tarantula bite. It's got a good beat, and you can die to it. Okay, pick a category.
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Shake hands with the Occidental Muppet. Better wake up, there's $6,000 at stake. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Let's say the Muppet Show is on in Japan and Fozzie Bear opens by saying,
Waka waka waka!
what would the Japanese audience think they were gonna see? Cars, 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 poetry, 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 soup, 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 or the plane, the plane, the plane?
Oh God, baby, I diss you so much.
Bet you wish you'd pick this. Waka is classical Japanese poetry, and coincidentally enough, a bear suit with a tie and pork pie hat is the classic attire for Japanese poets. Category, please. This one likes to go by, get a real job, Alice Cooper. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Hey, you know who Alice Cooper is, right? The king of 70s shock rock? Well, if Alice Cooper reworked his old hit No More Mr. Nice Guy into a song about Coopers, what would make the best title? No More Mr. Wheelwright, No More Mr. Barrel Maker, No More Mr. Chicken Farmer, or No More Mr. Blacksmith? A Cooper is someone who makes barrels. Yeah, I don't know, though. A huge barrel with flame shooting out the top just doesn't sound nearly as frightening as a giant skull. Maybe it's just me. Okay, I need a category. This little number's known as throwing schoolhouse rocks, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Hey, pay attention here. According to the Schoolhouse Rock cartoon, I'm Just a Bill, which steps are missing from the following sequence? Bill, blank, 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 law. Should it be House, Senate, President, President, Senate, House, Congress, Electorate, President, or Tom, Jeff, Edward? Electorate? What, you think the American people have something to do with making laws? So naive. In case you're wondering, first it's a bill, and from there it goes to the House, the Senate, the President, and then it's a law. Oh, wait, did I forget to mention the bribes and hookers? I need a category. Well, wouldn't you know it, we got ourselves a dis or dat question. This dis or dat's category name is Getting All Mushy. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a sad movie, a feminine hygiene product, or both. As each comes up, if it's a movie, slap the square. If it's a feminine hygiene product, hit the circle. If it's both, hit the X button, and press the triangle button if you want to skip. You get $1,000 for each right answer, and you lose $1,000 if you get it wrong or if you don't get to it at all. Okay, can I have 30 seconds on the clock, please? Let's dance. Stay free, Movie Maxi, or both. Born free. Kotex. Old Yeller. Always. Summer's Eve. One more. Beaches. 6 right. Not quite perfect, but you can't get any closer. Let's throw it into your score. Okay, let's roll. All right, hit me. The category is When Gomer Comes Marching Home. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Okay, now listen up. Suppose Gomer Pyle comes home from the Marines to visit his cousin Goober in the Andy Griffith spin-off Mayberry RFD. How would Goober explain the RFD and Mayberry RFD to Gomer?
It's on account of rural free delivery. It's that there Radio Free Durham. It's the Regional Fire District.
Or
it's the darn Royal Farm Deputy.
Yes, Radio Free Durham, Mayberry's link to the outside world. Let's take a look at the right answer. Rural free delivery was started in 1896 to provide mail service to small towns and rural areas. It also meant that Gomer and Goober didn't have to drive all the way to the drugstore in Mount Pilot every month to buy Jugs magazine. Okay, pick a category.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, Crest on 17.
Here we have Straight Outta Islam. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Since its title mentions the city where Muhammad fled to write the Quran, which hip-hop record might Muslim parents be more inclined to buy for their kids? Funky Cold Medina, Tennessee, going back to Cali, or past the Dutchie? Going back to Cali? I don't think so. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. Muhammad fled Mecca to preach the word of Allah in Medina in modern Saudi Arabia. But since Muslims don't touch alcohol, the parents might be upset to find that Tone Loca's rapping about some drink that makes women horny. Category, please. The category? Raves, hats, and the next day's cleanup. How does $4,000 grab you? All right, listen up. You're making a kid's version of the classic anti-pollution commercial featuring the crying Native American. Since this is for kids, you replace the Native American with a Dr. Seuss character. Based on his past experience with anti-pollution messages, which Dr. Seuss character would be the best replacement for the crying Native American? Sam I Am, the Lorax, a Sneetch, or Horton? The Lorax was a little yellow guy who tried to warn us about the dangers of pollution. How do you think those eggs and ham got green in the first place? Okay, I need a category. Step right up for question 19. Coming at you. Wise guys in outerwear. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. When did Al Capone need a Chicago overcoat? When it rained, when he went to jail, when he had sex, or when he died? Boy, when it rains, it sucks. Here's what you should have picked. A Chicago overcoat is gangster slang for a coffin, but Al's wasn't very flattering. It made him look cold and stiff. I need a category.
Question number 20.
Let's see what we got going. Popular vacation spots and etymology. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, what's in a name? Well, let's find out. Get ready to buzz in when you know the answer to the following analogy. Miami is to big water as Sarasota is to never-ending sun, Boca Raton is to rat's mouth, Daytona is to get drunk on beach, or Tampa is to beat the ground in anguish. Never-ending sun, burn, baby, burn. The correct answer is... The name Miami comes from a Native American word for big water. Boca Raton is Spanish for rat's mouth.
Well, here's me and Elsa on the beach in Rat's Mouth. Oh, and this is a lovely little spot we found in Hamster's Ass.
All right, hit me. Looks like you've jacked before. Commit this clue to memory. It'll save your life someday. Pest! Grab a fly swatter and a can of Raid. Here we go. You would have done if you actually knew what the hell was going on. Let's see what happened to your score. That's the game. Player, it's not that you did poorly. It's that you only did slightly better than poorly. Oh well, here's one message I know you'll get.
You don't know Jack!
Very nice work, people. Let's get those commercials going. Raoul, hon, we doing this again?
Hey, if you want to play again, just give me the word and I'll set you up.
Trucks love dogs.
Boys, you haven't seen realistic battle action until you've seen medieval tech action figures. More weapons, more scenarios.
And these dolls are made out of the toughest plastic.
They're not dolls, they're action figures.
Are they small representations of the human form?
Yes.
Then they're dolls. And they come with mix and match fashion accessories.
That's removable battle armor, and they have action grip hands.
Perfect for tea parties.
Medieval tech action figures. They're not dolls!
Coming up, another daycare horror story designed to make working mother feel guilty tonight. It's big, it's hot, why doesn't it kill us all? Learn about the sun tonight.
Have a good day at work, honey. Don't forget to pick up Sally from her ballet class, retile the bathroom, and meet me at the PTA meeting tonight.
Okay, dear, I'll see you tonight. I'm a man, a real man, and being a man I have special needs. In these hectic times of 60-hour work weeks, raising a family and seeing what's on cable, a man has to make sure he takes care of himself. That's why I drink man juice, for men. Man juice is a natural blend of fresh barley, brewed hops, Old Spice, bananas fried in butter, and love. Manly love.
Oh, honey, I nearly forgot. I also need you to build a sun deck before you leave for work.
No problem at all. Not with man juice. Oh, and dear, don't forget about our plans for after the meeting.
Oh, honey, I love you and your man juice.
Man juice for men. If you're not drinking man juice, then you must be a pussy.
Hey, you guys, can I put on makeup and talk about boys with you?
Ew. Roast me at the door.
All the kids used to be mean to me at school because I eat paste and wet my chair. But now I've got a My Little Doppelganger doll, and everybody loves me.
You're all gonna grow up to be drunken whores, so shove it where the sun don't shine or I'll poison your lip gloss.
You're just kidding.
It's also good for my dumb brother. Hey, Biff, Mommy said I could go to the mall with you.
Who told you to take your head out of the toilet, you little freak?
You wear girls' underwear and rub your wee-wee.
Saddle up, Tex. We're going shopping. Yeah.
And it works really great on grown-ups.
Cindy, turn off the TV and go to bed.
I'll go to bed when I'm good and ready, you pathetic nobody.
Oh, I guess a few more minutes won't hurt.
My Little Doppelganger is my best friend. Mwah.
Keep your gross lips off me and do something about that canker sore, would ya?
My Little Doppelganger. Also available, My Little Split Personality and My Little Addiction.